Illinois Governor Pat Quinn is set to sign a bill cutting state workers' pension benefits. The bill, passed Tuesday by the state House and Senate with Democratic support, will close a $100 billion shortfall that has been looming over the state for years. Labor unions strongly oppose it, a fact that may complicate Quinn's already difficult re-election bid. Natasha Korecki is a political reporter at the Chicago Sun-Times and the author of Only in Chicago. She joins us now with the state view. Okay, Natasha, the first thing that occurred to me here is, yes, this is not great for Quinn in a Democratic primary, but there's no one left to run against him in a Democratic primary. Does this change that?
You know what? The filing date for new contenders was Monday. And some might say that there was coincidence that they voted in this measure on Tuesday, but we are in Chicago after all. Earlier this summer, he faced this very formidable primary with two big names, Lisa Madigan, Bill Daley. Both of them dropped out. So now Quinn is free to raise money and to walk through a primary. On the other hand, we have a Republican primary that's a four-way race, and it's very heated already.
And we'll get to the Republicans in a minute, but I do want to hit on this.
Yeah.
Quinn's relationship, I think a lot of people assume Democrat, good relationship with labor, but Quinn's relationship with labor, this is not the sort of first time that they've clashed, correct?
Correct. If you look at the state fair last summer, there is hordes of union members who are following him around just protesting. So every time there was a shot of Pat Quinn, there would be all these protesters.
The Republican field, as you said, is crowded.
Right.
Is this an issue? Okay, unions and Quinn do not have the best relationship, but is there a way that this works to Republicans' advantage? I assume union members are not going to vote for whoever Republicans nominate. What does this do as a general election issue, since, as you point out, the filing deadline's already passed? Pat Quinn is going to be the Democratic nominee.
Well, it does a couple things for Quinn. I mean, first, it's going to be a distraction for him. There's no doubt. The unions are very upset. If you look at his campaign finance records, he's gotten a lot of money from unions, millions of dollars. He's one of the top recipients of union money. So if they pull back at all, that could certainly hurt him, primarily when you have somebody like Bruce Rauner, who is a very wealthy candidate who's pouring millions of dollars into from his own fortune and getting all this other money. So if the unions pull back while Quinn's trying to fight for his life in the general next year, that could really end up hurting him.
Yeah, also worth adding, I think, probably that unions in Chicago and turning out the vote, if they're not enthused to turn out the vote, especially against Rauner, who the Republicans going to have a bunch of money if he's a nominee, could actually impact Quinn. Natasha Korecki, at Natasha Korecki, follow her on Twitter, Chicago Sun-Times. Thanks, Natasha.
Thank you.
You bet.